Hey guys, it's Allison here, and this month the design team is talking about pets on the blog, and I will be sharing a process layout about my dog in a little bit. But first, I wanted to talk through, well, what you see in front of me, the papers in front of me. So I don't know if you've caught on by now, but I'm a tiny bit influenced by Shimelle Laine, and I'm super excited that she's going to be the keynote speaker for the next Scrap Smarter experience. I actually booked the day off work so I could be there live to listen to her. So every month she does what she calls the Best of Both Worlds kit, which is basically you can buy the kit, like she'll put a kit together through scrapbook.com, and you can buy it through there, or you can take the list and go to your local scrapbook store and make up a kit from what they have, or you can shop your stash. So this month's kit is a celebration of a 1 year of the Best of Both Worlds kit being back, because it used to be done through 2Ps, but now scrapbook.com. And so it's very much a shop your stash kind of a kit, because she's calling it, I want to get this right, a rainbow of B-sides. So last night I put together a kit from my stash, and then I'm going to supplement it with a few new things that we have in my shop. So basically she said, pick out 2 small pattern B-sides from each of the Roy G. Biv colors, and then add pink. So this is what I have. This is actually a very old Shimelle paper. This is from her first line. This one is from Pink Paisley. And then I added a hot pink, because you never know, sometimes you just need a hot pink. So this is a Doodlebug petite prints, and either side will work. For my red, this is an Echo Park, Happy Birthday. I like the stars as well, you never know. This one is Simple Stories. Again, both sides will work, but I was looking specifically at the B sides. This is a very old Stampin' Up! Paper. Again, both sides could work. This is another very old line from My Mind's Eye. And then getting into the yellows, we've got some photo play. So I haven't printed any photos off yet, but I haven't really scrapbooked the girls' birthdays from this past year. So I have put in a few birthday themed papers with the hopes that I can do that this month. And this is very on trend, rainbows. And this is a Vicky Boutin paper from Field Notes. I'm getting into the greens, another Shimelle classic. This is Box of Crayons. I can also cut out some of these cameras. Super old, Little Yellow Bicycle. I don't even think they're in, I don't think they're around anymore. It's just a very, I don't even know what the script says, honestly, because my eyes are old and I can't read that anymore. So I don't think that's important, and I can use the yellow as well if I need more yellow. This is an Amy Tangerine paper, and I liked the gradation from the green to the blue. I think that will work. And then again, I can use the flowers too if I want. This is from her On a Whim collection. Another old Shimelle paper. This is from Little by Little. There's also a cut apart on the back that I could use if I needed to. But I wanted to have a more saturated blue option in the mix. This is an LE Studio paper. I really like, I mean, I can cut out some of the big words to make titles, but I really like that it's grid, and I could journal on it if I wanted to. And you've got the Rainbow of Hearts on the branding strip. And then in the blue category, you've got that kind of aqua teal, another LE Studio paper, and it's the same grid, just a different color variation. So I could use that for journaling as well. So technically that's the A side, but we'll just ignore that. This is a Heidi Swat paper. This is from her Carefree line, which I'm trying to remember if I have Carefree in stock or if it's something else. I'm pretty sure it's Carefree that we have in the shop at the moment. And we get into some purples. Another super old, this is Studio Calico. And I was looking at the cut apart as well. I think I can use some of these. another LE Studio line, or a studio paper, LE Studio paper. And then we get into the black and white. So these are sort of neutrals. And this I could use as a black and white as well, if I don't need the purple. Okay, so this one is from Wild Whisper. This is a Canadian company, which I keep meaning to reach out to see if we can stock in our store. But so it's a gray and black on one side. Now the thing about the Wild Whisper papers is they are sort of shiny, which is not totally my favorite, I gotta say, but I do love some of their patterns. And I threw this one in. It's not a full 12 by 12, as you can see, but I really liked the cameras. I can definitely cut some of these out for accents. This is Amy Tangerine Stay Sweet. I could even use that side as well. And then Pink Fresh, just kind of a marbly, like the background there. Another Wild Whisper paper. This is from their classic wood grains. I really love this distressed sort of siding look. And then on the back is another good wood grain that I can use. And then Shimelle also calls for, she calls for a cut apart sheet. So yeah, I couldn't choose just one. Since I have just recently opened a craft store, I thought this one was kind of apropos. I can probably use some of these on some pages this month. And if not, there's a cork background, totally neutral, very usable. This is an older Heidi swap from Shimelle Laine. I really liked the colorings and some very usable cut aparts there. And on the back is a very simple black and white, so both sides can be used. This is another very, very old paper, Webster's Pages. And when I saw the back side of this, because I had it in my stash for this side, but when I saw the back side, I thought, actually, you know what? This can work with some of those birthday photos that I'm thinking of scrapbooking this month. So that's another of my cut aparts. And then I just threw in some cardstock. I have a sheet of white in case I want to do any mixed media. I have a sheet of purple because I don't have a more saturated purple, so I thought I would throw in a sheet of purple. And then these are just scrap. If I want to create like a half and half page or piece some of my scraps together, these will just be backings. As you can tell, maybe you can tell, they've been sun faded. They're very old, so those are just for scrap. Okay, so that's the paper. Now, I went through my stash of embellishments and I'll show you that in a minute, but first I want to show you the new things that I have just purchased. I have got this set of letter stickers, very rainbow. This is Pink Fresh's Keeping It Real collection. They're tiny, puffy alphas, and there's tons and tons and tons of letter stickers on there. So that's gonna go a long way. To supplement though, I do have the Pink Fresh's Some Days in the light blue, as well as the Keeping It Real phrase puffy stickers. I think some of these are gonna work really well for my pages this month. I also threw in more puffy stickers. This is from Pink Fresh's Happy Blooms. I just really like all the flowers. Also from Happy Blooms, I have their die cut flowers. Flowers are great for just tucking in and adding some dimension. I bought both sets of enamel stickers that we have in stock, the Some Days and the Keeping It Real. Give me the full rainbow spectrum. And then I bought the Some Days journaling tag set. I think a lot of these are going to come in really handy for journaling, for tucking, for just adding dimension. I love the little tabs there. If the words on them, like the days of the week, if that doesn't work, then I can just cover that with something else. And then from my stash, there's quite a bit actually. I had some rainbow-ish pieces. Now these are from Simple Stories, like Print It Yourself. Let's see if I can find the rest of them. Where did they go? Oh, they're in here somewhere. Yeah. And I think these were the ones from March, because there was like pot of gold and a shamrock and stuff. But I saw the rainbows and I thought, we're embracing the rainbows this month. So I threw all those in. little extra pops of color and tuckies, as Shimelle says. I also found these in my stash. Now these are embellishments that I made up, and they embrace some of the colors that are in my kit, so I threw those in. Holographic rainbows from Shimelle's box of crayons. These are photo corners, also really great to put on your paper layers just to add some interest. Shimelle had put some paper rosettes in her kit, and I had initially sort of discounted that, and then when I was going through my stash, I found these. So I thought, well, you know what, we'll just throw them in. They may or may not get used. And then to supplement my enamel dots, I've got a rainbow of hearts and stars, and then gems, lots of, just embracing the rainbow, trying to anyways. I threw in what I have left of Shimelle's box of crayons die cuts, as well as this one from Jen Hadfield. This is called Reaching Out. I've used some of them already, but there's lots of rainbow icons and color schemes in there. And then I threw in a bunch of letter stickers. These are all partially used, but I always like to have a black letter alphabet. There's a multicolored one. Gold is also useful, and white. And then this one I found in my stash. This is super old. Remember when we all used to be obsessed with Mr. Huey's? So these are fabric, and you can ink them to make them whatever color you want. So we'll give those a try. And then some little puffy stickers. I've got Amy Tangerine's, I'm not sure which, it's probably Slice of Life or something. Just little summer icons. And then this is from Paige Evans Wonder. This is what I have left from her puffy sticker collection. And then Maggie Holmes fringe hearts. They've been in my stash for too long. They need to get used up. So that is what I have. That is what I'm going to be working with this month. And I will start with a layout about my dog for this blog. Thanks for watching. Bye.